likes my joke, Bullet.
You got a workshop.
Maybe
it's in the delivery.
Yeah, I can't just go right to WWE and start telling jokes like everybody else does. I got to travel, Bullet, and do the circuit. Okay?
Listen, you got to go through level 1 of Super Mario Brothers just like everybody else. Okay. Like you got to.
Yeah. What the heck, man? I thought I could just tell one joke, and go straight to Police Academy 8.
No,
well, it don't work like that.
You got to beat level 1 first.
That's
okay?
correct. What the heck? What am I thinking? Nobody even cracked my first joke. It's okay.
Here.
Yes, knock it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show. Dad, you know work, you wrestle.
Yes.
You hear the claps. You know what time it is, George. How's your weekend?
Boy, I am so overly excited. What a great weekend. I want to thank you very, very much, my great co-host. We were together, not like, I had not Tom Cruise, but the big couple that just got a divorce. I don't want to be happy. Brad Pitt.
And Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yes. I think it's a work. I think Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are actually, it's all going to be tied together to the gas shortage. Some way, Bullet. It's all going to be tied in somewhere. They were making a movie, blowed up the real gas line, something. But anyway, I don't want to start off with...
Well, I mean, Angelina Jolie is very hooked into world politics.
Bullet,
you may be onto something.
Listen, me and you had I think from the time it took us to get from here to at my house to Albemarle in the ring truck, we cured world hunger. We cured everything. Just us two knowledgeable about the world situations, which we both come to the conclusion that I think we're in trouble. If we just had a gas leak and it shut down the country, we're not prepared.
Yeah, like a whole section of the United States just shut down.
We're not prepared for when the Martians hit. Listen, zombies done got us whooped. You understand? When the zombies get here, we're not ready. So zombies, if you're out there listening to this top-rated show, please hold off because we're not ready. I'm just telling you that right now. I'll be the first to admit. I'm the most positive person in the world, but after this gas shortage, we're not ready for the zombie.
We're not ready for anything.
We're not ready for the locusts that came at one time, okay? The cockroaches. We just got, I don't know. We're not ready for anything.
Yeah, we're not ready for a busted pipe.
No,
Obviously, we're not ready if a pipe is not properly
and then we'll jump off this politic thing. I loved, it was very George South. Did you see the picture today that they had fixed the problem? Instead of fixing it, they did very George Southish. They had a diagram where here's the leak, but they stopped to cut it off here, and like you do your hose pipe when it's got a hole in it. And they went around it, Bullet, and hooked another piece of pipe just into that. And I know there's duct tape involved, probably Gorilla Tape involved, but that fixed it. So tomorrow, maybe Friday at the latest, everything should be calmed down. Everybody's back to normal. And everybody's freaking out.
When we see gas prices go down, that's the thing too. Gas prices have been fairly low for quite some time because we've been making it for a long period of time, which is, from what I understand, is of a decree of the government. Hey, let's make some more gas, let's build a reserve, let's bring the price down. And obviously, when the price goes down, the people that own those oil companies are very upset about that because they're not making all this money because the government's asking, making more of a reserve. So who's to think that maybe this gas leak doesn't happen to come around a certain time, then that raises the gas prices because of higher demand, and then all of a sudden, once we get this little fix, gas prices don't go back down.
Oh,
how funny would that be?
Boy,
how interesting would that
listen
be?
to me. You may be onto something. We may have to do some investigating. This is very 2020-ish.
I see your shell game, sir. I see your shell game.
That's a very good point. Okay, go buy a $3 roll of Gorilla Tape like George would do, fix the major problem, but gas prices continue to go up.
Yes.
So
they stay at the same height that they are now when they went up when there was a shortage.
And a lot along those sidelines, we got a lot to talk about. Boy, I got to hurry up here. I know a lot of the fans are waiting. I have not heard nothing. I know it's just Monday, but everybody's kind of waiting to see if mankind the future of mankind is just waiting in a balance. Everybody I know seen that Saturday when we were in Gastonia. Nice gentleman, very nice, not redneck at all, very nice. Come up, he wanted to buy my book. He really wanted my book, Bullet. He asked if I took credit cards, which I kind of laughed at that. We're in a major crisis of gasoline, and you want me to take a credit card, which I couldn't. But here's something I done, surprised me because I'm getting older and I'm calming down. First time ever in my whole life, Bullet. What I'm saying is I signed it, autographed it, gave it to him, gave him my address, and asked this gentleman, I said, listen, sir, I'm going to trust you. Mail me the money this week. So, and he said, yes, I will. So, we're waiting. And I'm giving him time before I dog him. So is there future? I still have hope in Mankind. I still say here to all of our great viewers, Bullet, that this man will this week mail me the money for that book. So, and I know the whole world says, George, you're an idiot. You wouldn't even give your own family a free book. Will Mankind, and we'll let the fans know. We'll reveal to the fans, of course, he'll make the idiot, but we'll do a whole show idiot back to him. I got his name, number, his little dog's name, and everything. But we're not going to have to do that because I still have faith in the system that Mankind will step forward and mail me the money for that book. Okay?
And if mankind fails, we all know Mick Foley will come through in the end.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We at least know if mankind fails, at least Mick Foley won't let you down in the long run.
Now, there may be the option where he reads the book, mails it back, says I don't want it. That could happen too. But we will keep our great fans informed on just see how Mankind steps up to the plate. So we will see. But anyway, a lot of stuff going on, boy. Had a great week together with you. Great event in Gastonia for the PWX Queens of Combat. I thought, what a great ideal just to see fans. I tell you, fans got their fill of wrestling that day. Very much.
I hope so.
I
did.
The girls did great. Of course, Sunday we were together again. Sonny and Cher finished up that weekend. Freight Train's great show in Albemarle, which personally I think went just as long as the both shows can.
Pretty much.
Combined.
Yeah, it did go a little bit long.
So you got you got a lot of wrestling this weekend.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And with just enough time to breathe. Wash our gear, and then of course this week, Bullet, Sonny and Cher is going back out on the road. You got to hit it while you're hot. Just a huge week and weekend as we go for big time wrestling again. We return to Morganton, of course, Thursday night, Raleigh Friday, of course, Spartanburg Saturday. Of course, me personally, we'll kind of split up. Cher will be with AML on Saturday night. And then, of course...
Oh, I'm not going to be there Saturday night.
That's right.
you
exactly.
can be wherever you want Saturday night. I don't care. I'm off.
It's one of the very few deserving weekends that you have to be off. So I'm very excited for that. Of course, Sunday...
Yeah, you done right. I flipped the bird and walked out the door. That's what I'm going to do. Friday night when I leave, I'll tell everybody F off and I'm going to leave.
And then we're going to hear Johnny Paycheck. Was it Johnny Paycheck this thing take his job and shove it? I am working.
David Allen Cole.
Oh, David Allen Cole. You'll take the line out. I'm not working here no more. I am still working here, but right now I'm out of here. That'll be the time. So, a lot of stuff. Of course, Sunday, I'll be back in Raleigh at the convention center for the huge. I'm excited. The big biker church show there. Sandman will be there. Of course, Barbarian, Rock and Roll. Ricky Morton, Boogie. Just a great show at 10 a.m. in the morning, which is going to be kind of refresh. I'm excited because I can get out of there. Quick hats off to my Cowboys who finally won a game. I know it was only by a couple points, but I'm just happy to be wearing the Cowboy jersey. Of course, it's T.O.'s jersey. And it's not a throwback. It's just an old jersey. I just tell everybody it's a throwback.
Yeah. It's not really a throwback.
Anyway, a lot of stuff going on, boy. Anything? So you got kind of a first time in a long time, kind of just a kickback week for a couple days anyway.
A little bit. Tomorrow I have a show, a comedy couch party at a Tough Furniture Store. I'm doing a comedy show at a furniture store.
I love that.
Yes. Even in wrestling, we just kind of put wrestling. We kind of have shows where we fit in.
Oh, I love that.
There's not a ring to set up, so we got a little more options on venues. So we were doing a show at a furniture show in Plaza Midwood Wednesday, which will be the night of when I post this episode. And then, of course, I got big time Thursday and Friday, and then I'm having...
Anytime you mention some event that's kind of out of the box like that, I get so excited because it makes me feel fulfilled because I'm sure somewhere in your beginning of your career I've asked you to wrestle in maybe said furniture store or flea market or outside in the rain or carnival or something. So
in the middle of a feud between a sandwich shop and an ice cream parlor, and we just have to be set up in the parking lot, and the two owners are feuding with each other, and we're working for the opposition, and they almost get in a fight in our ring.
Bullet, oh my God, how did you remember that and I didn't? That exactly happened.
And randomly there's Dukes of Hazzard cards there. Because it's the South. They just pop up. Oh, that was the time he rented one.
Yes.
And then some guy up the street pulled him in with his.
Bullet.
So, I'm just saying.
I'm bonding with you all over again. I remember that.
So if you're complaining about the loss of Dukes of Hazzard, don't worry.
No.
The guy down the street's got a car. Go on some adventures.
Bullet, listen, I know we got to get out of here, but that is so true. For this event, they actually rented supposedly this Dukes of Hazzards from Hollywood. Remember, they brought it in a trailer, and they wouldn't even let you get near it.
Yeah,
you know,
they put like velvet ropes around
velvet
it.
rope around. And this was supposed to be the official Dukes of Hazzards car. It cost them $20,000 to bring it, and that is so true. And then remember, we heard the horn, whatever the horn did, and then a guy just randomly went and got like a Slurpee at the gas station, and then pulled his General Lee right beside the other one, and it looked better than the one. That is a true story, Bullet. I can't believe I didn't put that in a book somewhere. But
we're only there as opposition because we were working for the ice cream parlor.
We sure was.
And his opposition to the sandwich shop was mad because the ice cream parlor just started selling sandwiches. And the two people hated each other, but the ice cream parlor guy was trying to screw over the sandwich shop guy by bringing us in and the General Lee.
Oh, remember the ice cream shop asked us, did we want any tea or anything to drink? And the sandwich shop guy ran in at like 9 a.m. in the morning. His shop is closed, and made a fresh brew of tea to come out. That's when we were somebody, Bullet. You know, we had major companies fighting over us, Bullet. Man, I thank you for rekindling that, Bullet. I forgot that with you. So anyway, a lot going on, Bullet. Thank you for that. Really. One quick idiot of the week, Bullet, if you don't mind. So much going on here, Bullet. We should have just ended. If it wasn't for the idiots, would have ended it on that good reminiscent story of us, Bullet. But anyway, so much going on, Bullet. It came down to the wire, picking the idiot of the week, Bullet. But and it came down to one gentleman that actually sent me a friend request, and in the friend request, because you can put a little bio about you now. Excuse me. This is the goofball, which is not going to go into idiot of the week, believe it or not. But he actually admitted that he's actually, and I never heard of the wrestling school, but he's going to another wrestling school. And gave me all the pluses about this wrestling school he's going to. But he wants me to accept his friend request, which did not happen. It did not happen, Bullet. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I posted about you. You going to go dance with somebody ugly and they want to come and dance with the pretty one. No, that ain't going to happen. So I deleted him. But so who will be making the idiot of the week, Bullet? And I'm going to be quick here. Everybody know, I take about 15, 20 minutes a day just to open my Bible and just read. And I've been reading about Job. And everybody knows about Job, my buddy, who just really lost everything. If y'all people think you got problems, you're thinking about Job. But the one person, not Job, who stayed faithful no matter, he lost everything he had. The one person I'm going to throw in the idiot bag, Bullet, and I got to say this, is his wife. The one person, listen to me, the one person that you think when you lose everything, the one person that should stick by you should be her, correct? But in Job's...
Well, some people might disagree with that. Some people may have been in that situation before.
Who was we talking about when we first started?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt may disagree with this.
He may disagree.
Look how we're going to tie this all in, boy. But here's why Job's wife is. In the middle of everything, the Bible even says he had sores all over his body. And he was itching so bad, he even grabbed a piece of just old potter clay and was trying to scrape the end of the itch. And his wife, in the middle of this, instead of scratching those sores or hugging everything, she said, why don't you just go ahead and curse God and die? And then she even said the very sarcastic remark is, oh, you still hanging on to that integrity, ain't you? Bullet! That's what she said to him. So, and then, of course, he just said, foolish woman, shut up. But he stayed faithful. But, so what I'm going to do here, first time ever, is I'm going to throw Job's wife into the idiot bag.
Long time coming.
A long time coming. Long time coming. That she just got off that easy. She may have thought he was wrong. He deserved all that. But you still got to stand by your man. Okay? Now I know Angelina Jolie didn't. Okay? I know Brad Pitt or whatever. But she's going in an idiot bag. She should have stood by her man, and she did. It wasn't the thing about where she said just go ahead and curse God and get it over with and die. It was the fact that she said,
no, she made a good point there, probably. After everything he went through.
I agreed with her at that point.
Yeah, like that's not a bad argument to place in the situation he was at.
Yeah.
But the integrity thing, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Job's wife definitely would have not made a good wrestler's wife. Because why don't you just quit? This whole thing's bankrupt you. You got nothing left. You got CTE. You got no good knees left on you. Why don't you just give up wrestling? But really, that's all you got. You know, so I can live underneath the bridge and know how to work.
That's exactly
and that's
right.
all I got for my integrity in the business. So obviously, Job's wife would not have made a good wrestler's wife.
No, exactly. Oh, boy. So, I'm shutting up. That first time ever in my life.
She would have made a great Ric Flair ex-wife, but not a good wrestler's wife.
What can I say? Well, that was the greatest. Just right off the fly, you're ready for the furniture shop. We can go to the furniture shop right now.
I hope so.
Anyway,
it's tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching.
I'm gonna be there playing it in the crowd and just maybe suggest something. Hey, Mr. Jake Manning, you ever read a story about Job in the Bible? And then you just go with it.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway,
Which, by the way, I recommend you not heckle me and come up with material. I'm not gonna be always on
you don't
point.
need
I don't need a heckler. Okay.
You don't need no help.
Got enough of them in a race.
You don't need no help. So anyway, so she's going in the idiot bag. Just she made a good point, but she just didn't know when to be quiet. The integrity thing killed it.
Yep.
Right there. So anyway, so what you can also use to scrape your sores and your boils when you get out of God's will is
the second greatest book of all time, which is full of integrity and is available at highspots.com. If you want to know more about what this weekend, especially Big Time Wrestling with me and George, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
oh boy. You need to go right now to the furniture. You don't need to cool off. You need to go right now to the furniture shop. Can you do it like 3 days early?
I might sell a few couches. Especially with this jacket on.
Boy, I love that. Is it several comedians or is it just?
Oh, it's a lot, yeah. It's
But
really
boy,
real good.
listen, there's already room to sit, correct?
Yeah.
You don't have to do nothing.
Just sit on the couches.